Hey, third year class, this is Dean here. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how to use the transformer simulator. I've heard from several people that they've had a hard time getting that to work correctly. So hopefully it's something we can walk through tonight and just troubleshoot a little bit of that and get some success. So anyway, start out here at your blended learning homepage. Go to your courses. Let's scroll down to book one. And then you'll need to scroll down to a lesson that has the transformer simulator. I'm going to use lesson 11. So once you open that, you're going to go down to you get the transformer simulator. Click enter. And this is usually where things go wrong for people. Usually this is where it crashes. You try to you hit run simulator. You'll notice this little dialog box pops up in the lower left hand corner. You hit the arrow and say open it, and then you get this cannot start application. You look at the details and there's nothing helpful here, but you do see a little error summary, and it has a little information about the security zones, which has to do with not having the correct application extension. So go ahead and minimize that and go ahead and close this detail box, and then go ahead and minimize that one. Get you back to your Google Chrome page here, and let's start again. Let's go back to lesson 11. Scroll down to the simulator and go ahead and start it again. And this time, let's wait, and you'll see this Chrome requires a click once extension. And go ahead and click on the link. And this is where it's a little bit misleading. It gives you several options. The one I have found that works the best is this click once, Metaphor click once launcher. Go ahead and select that, and then select add to Chrome and add extension. Then you get the dialog box again in the lower left hand side. Go ahead and select keep, and then go ahead and select the up arrow and open. And it was successfully installed, so you can go ahead and close this. Then you can go ahead and close this box and close that tab. Now if you look up in the upper right hand corner of Google Chrome, you see the little puzzle piece icon, and go ahead and go to Metaphor click once launcher and go ahead and pin that. Now we can go ahead and try enter, and then hit run simulator, and you'll notice it starts now and brings up this little dialog box. And go ahead and hit continue. And there's something that is kind of curious. Sometimes the video goes kind of haywire, but just go ahead and press continue anyway. And you'll notice you get three buttons now. Go ahead and hit the center button to start a new configuration. And here's where some more things to keep in mind. Line configuration. The voltage they're talking about here, this 7200, is a phase to ground voltage. Normally when we talk about line configuration, we're talking about phase to phase, or the line voltage. In this case, this is the phase to ground voltage. We also want to make sure we have four primary lines. They are counting the neutral. Make sure you have A, B, C, and neutral with the neutral grounded. Go over to your rotation diagram, and you can change this if you want to. I like having A at 90 degrees. You can change it to be either counterclockwise or clockwise. I prefer to have clockwise rotation. You cannot change this 0 from away from the 9 o'clock position. You can change the rotation. That just moves the A phase either one way or the other. Again, I like it at the 90-degree position straight up. Down on the secondary, note this is the customer requirements. 12240. It gives you a little box over here that indicates that's a delta configuration. We always, in this case, with a 12240 connection, we want to have 4-wire service here. And we'll also notice that the neutral is grounded. I always have explosions enabled. Don't know if it's helpful or not. Secondary line type, extended rack means it's a spool rack, and that's all, as opposed to having the secondary phases up on a crossarm. Vector direction, I prefer to have them H1 to H2, and to go ahead and select continue. Let's go ahead and put this to full screen. And I'm going to start out with how many cutouts are on this pole. Let's select 3. Bushing style is top. It's the most current to what is in the industry. How many transformers on the pole? 3. Transformers configured the same? Yes. And let's pop down here. We can keep this number of primary bushings 2, number of secondary bushings 3. Internal windings, these are the secondary windings they're talking about in series. Additive, this is a default because of the primary voltage. Let's change our cans down to 25, doesn't really matter. And just go ahead and confirm that. And now you get this sheet where you can start building your transformer bank. In this case, I do want to show you one thing before, and we'll stop at that. We're going to bring up our phase sticks. And let's check our phase voltage. Go phase to neutral, and you'll see we have 7.2 kV. Let's go ahead and reset the leads, and let's bring our vectoring back up. And we're going to stop there, and we'll pick it up next time with starting to build some banks. But if you can get to there, it's a great place to start building banks. Thanks, guys.